Guys, DJ Guildmaster, Westmoreland Gamers Guild. This is the first in a couple videos we're doing of interviewing different people that are behind the camera sometimes or just in our play group. It's something new we're trying. So basically Q&A. Today I'm joined with Jake. You've seen some of the earlier battle reports, stuff like that. Jake, go ahead, tell us about yourself. What games do you play? Like, what got you into the hobby? How long have you been playing? Stuff like that.
So mostly here at the shop, I play. Well, not at the shop, but I play a lot of Magic: The Gathering.
Okay.
40K is my main thing. It has been my main thing for a long time. I've only really been playing the tabletop for a few years now, but I've been into the whole Warhammer, the 40K specifically.
Okay.
Probably since I was about 8.
Oh wow. Okay.
Which is a long time ago.
Okay. So I know, like, what's your favorite faction to play in 40K, and I guess what's your favorite color in Magic to play, or colors in Magic?
Colors in Magic. The deck I'm playing now is blue-black, but I really like. I really like playing. I have a nice deck that I have been working on for quite a bit now, just so I can run Kitchen Finks and Murderous Redcap.
Okay.
So pretty much any color but blue for that deck. I just like playing blue if it's like. I wonder how many people I can get to hate me today.
Yeah.
And then for everything else, I'm just all the other colors.
Okay.
4-color deck, Saskia for the commander.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. And as for 40K, if you can't tell already, I'm
Eldar.
really into the Eldar.
Okay. There's a new book coming out. I don't know if you heard or not.
Oh, I have. And I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited for the pirates, hopefully.
Oh, the Corsairs are back.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping that they give them some love. Corsairs used to be a really fun faction. People used to play here years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like a lot of stuff, they've gotten rid of. Like a little side note, there's a new Chaos book coming out, and they're bringing back Trader Guard. Someday I'll be interviewed, but whenever I played 40K back, and so I started 2nd edition.
Yeah.
And 3.5 Chaos were able to have Trader Guardsmen, stuff like that, and I was building an entire Trader Guard army based off of the Eye of Terror campaign. And then 4th edition hit, and
Yeah.
they kind of disappear from the wayside.
Typical GW. Yeah, yep. I'm very excited for the new Eldar stuff, because a lot of my models here on the table.
I see a lot of pewter ones.
Oh, so many. The only ones that aren't pewter are my Guardians and my Wave Serpent.
Okay.
I think a few of my Dyers. Yeah, a few of my Dyers aren't.
Okay.
Some of them are resin, some of them are pewter. But
oh, okay. I didn't know they made a resin.
Yeah, if you look through my Eldar, I'm pretty sure every Aspect Warrior I have, except for... every Aspect Warrior I have is all pewter.
Oh, wow.
I have my Spiders, I have the Banshees. The Banshees are my favorite.
Yeah.
Got my Striking Scorpions, got the Dire Avengers, obviously.
Okay.
I feel like I always forget that those are an Aspect Warrior just because they're troops.
Okay.
I did hear that they're moving to Elites, though. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, the Aspect Warrior is going to be Elites.
Yeah. Well, not all of them, because there's the fast attack ones.
Used a long time ago, they used to fill different spots. I think the only ones that weren't Elites were your Guardians and...
Storm Guardians, probably.
What's the other? There's Guardians, and then there's another one.
Rangers.
Not the Rangers. There's two versions. There's Guardians, and then there's Aspect Warriors. Is it the same thing or different?
Yeah, there's Guardians are like the citizenry and stuff. There's Guardians and Storm Guardians, which are like... Guardians are like basic dudes. Storm Guardians are basic dudes, but with heavier weapons.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of back in the day. Like, those were the two that were troops, and then all the other aspects I want to say were Elites or heavies.
You know, right now the only troops we have are Guardians, Storm Guardians, Rangers, and I believe Dire Avengers, and that's it.
Okay.
I hear Rangers and Dire Avengers are moving to Elites, but I really hope that's not the case, because I like having my Rangers having OBSEC, being able to just like drop them on an objective whenever they come in. That's very helpful.
Now, how many points is this right here on the table for those who can see?
Well, this right here, this is a little over 1,000. This is part of my list right here, plus I run Dark Reapers as well.
Okay.
I took the Dark Reapers, threw them in a box, and put the Banshees on the table because I just wanted them to be in the video.
Okay, that's no problem.
Them. They're my girls.
Yeah.
They're good. They're not good on the table, but...
I'm sure that'll change with the new book. Hopefully it will.
Yep. I hear they're going up to base S4, so that'll help out with their close combat.
Yeah, because a lot of times they have these amazing weapons, but strength 3 really hurts them.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully they can cut through Marines whenever they go up to 16 wounds apiece.
Well, that's kind of the bad part with most armies people play at the start or Marine armies because they're the base,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all toughness 4 and strength 3 really hurts.
Oh, yeah.
I guess what attracted you to the hobby in general?
So, whenever I was a kid, I actually went to the store and I was, just looking through games and stuff, and I happened to find a game called Dawn of War. A big Space Marine dude on the front.
That's brought a
Yes.
lot of people into tabletop. That really has.
And I looked at that and I'm like, oh, cool. This is Halo, right? This is just like Halo. So I take it home, I put it in my computer, load it up, do all my dial-up, do everything. The good old classic, yeah.
Mom, get off the phone.
and then I started up, and it's this top-down game where you have to build your stuff, and I'm like, this ain't Halo.
Yeah.
This is not Halo at all.
Okay.
And I started getting into it, and I'm just like, oh, cool, you can build up your armies really big and then just send them off to die, and that's neat.
Yeah.
You got to mass wiping fields. And I got one of my friends into it, and over the years, Winter Assault came out, Dark Crusade came out, Soulstorm came out. I didn't really like the second or third game, but I am still to this day playing the original Dawn of War.
Okay.
And as for the tabletop, I've dabbled in it a bunch whenever I was a kid. I think the first thing I got was the Battle of Macragge set.
Okay, that was a really good set.
The gross Ultramarines versus the cool Tyranids.
Yeah.
And,
You also had the Crash Lander, your Curious Lander in there.
Yep.
Like probably one of the best terrain pieces the early
Yeah.
terrain pieces that ever came out.
Yeah, I still have some of my old terrain pieces somewhere. I just have to find them. I actually found some of my old Space Marines from that kit. Which,
Oh, really?
Yeah, since I was a kid, I had them painted up like the Blood Ravens, which was the faction made for Dawn of War, I think.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
eventually it grew into a larger, like more fleshed out faction.
Yeah, but I had that. Then I think the first codex I bought was maybe a 7th edition or 6th edition Guardsman codex.
Okay.
And I bought a little packet of Guardsmen, and they're somewhere too. Who
Yeah.
knows? But finally, years down the road, one of my friends from work, Aaron, he's like, I figured out he, played Warhammer and he played on a tabletop, and I'm like, oh, I didn't think anybody else actually liked this. So I ended up coming to the shop. But this was when the shop was in another location.
Yeah.
Met with him up there. Around this time, I've been, really involved in the Warhammer lore and stuff, and I'm like, I love elves. And it just so happened that somebody up there was selling their Eldar because they were moving. So I'm like, cool. So I bought the elves off of that person, and they gave me elves and a bunch of other stuff. I had a ton of codexes and stuff. I really got a lot. And it really helped me get into the hobby. And then from there, I went from elves to just about every single other army except for Admech, which the person I'm seeing now ended up saying, oh, hey, Merry Christmas.
Oh, nice.
You have Admech now. And I'm
Nice.
like, cool. So,
Yeah, you definitely have 1,000 points of almost every faction, I think.
oh, yeah, it's a curse. It's horrible. I love it, but it's horrible.
Yeah.
But it has been like... It has definitely been like a thing since childhood where I was like, I really want to get into this, and now, I have almost every faction except for Custodes.
Which would be like 10 guys.
Yeah, which is like, 10 guys, one, maybe like a half a bike.
Yeah.
A commander.
Sawed right in half.
Yeah.
So, I guess my next follow-up question, do you play like RPGs or anything like that, or like, are you more or less... Because we tried doing a Dark or Black Crusade once here, and unfortunately that was actually right before the Rona hit.
Yeah.
And then it kind of fell apart, and then it's kind of been on the wayside, honestly, with all everything else going on, the channel and everything.
Yeah, so a lot of, you mean like games outside of 40K?
Yes.
Yeah, outside of 40K, I like to play D&D. Everybody likes to play D&D.
Okay.
Actually, a few of my friends and I have gotten together, and we've been playing a game called Cyberpunk Red.
Okay.
Which is, if you've ever played Cyberpunk 2020 or had the unfortunate experience with the new Cyberpunk game, you obviously know with the.
I know a little bit of the world, but I've never really
Yeah.
played Cyberpunk games. I know of them, but
Yeah,
I haven't
it's
played.
D&D, a little like I might say like more towards Shadowrun. I don't know. I might get ripped apart for saying that.
Okay.
But
That's a fair comparison
yeah,
because they seem
it's
very similar.
yeah, it's really cool. We're probably going to, because we live a little further away. We're probably going to start up that campaign whenever the weather gets a little crappier. You know, stuck in that area.
Yeah, like so far for those that we're in southwestern Pennsylvania, we're like south of Pittsburgh, and it's unseasonably warm. They
Oh
say
yeah.
we're on record had the least amount of snowfall in December. I mean, I'm actually cool with global warming. Like if I can grow orange trees in my yard, I'm cool with that.
As long as I'm not sliding all over the road and crashing. I did buy an all-wheel drive vehicle for the snow this year. And
There is none.
there is no snow this year, so I'm like, cool. I love it. You love it.
You'll be full of mud whenever the spring comes and it rains.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I'm so hey, at least I don't have to get winter tires.
There you go.
Yeah, stay with my all seasons.
I guess, is there anything you would like to add, like any plugs out there for any other channels, stuff like that, or just like any ideas of upcoming projects you'd like to share with anyone?
I don't really have any plugs for myself personally. I do have a friend who has a podcast, Travis. He's up here playing Magic sometimes. You know
Okay.
him.
Yeah, I know Travis.
They have the Nerd Academy podcast. I guess that would be the
Okay.
only plug that I would make
I'll put that in the notes for this show if I can find
in the
them.
good old notes.
I'll have to try to listen to them. I like, believe it or not, we have a lot of content creators locally who do a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I'm trying to help plug them as much as we can. Granted, like we're a tiny channel too, but hey, the more it gets out there, the better.
Yeah, I think he plugged us like once or twice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
not sure.
I'm gonna have to go find and listen to him.
Yeah.
We'll have to get you back on the table. Like I know you had a hiatus there for a while because you had a lot of work stuff happening.
Oh yeah, there's so much happened this year. It was
Yeah.
a really busy year, but
We'll get you back out and get you back on the tabletop.
got my Eldar back, and I'm running him in the weirdest way possible.
Yeah.
You know, I love it.
I kind of took a hiatus from 40K for a little bit. For like a lot of people, I just didn't like a lot of stuff the company was doing. But I'm getting the itch again to play a little bit. And plus, I had some other bringing new players in. They said, "Hey, we want to learn how to play 40K." And I feel I'd be doing a disservice being like, "You have to find somebody else. I don't want to teach you because I don't feel like playing 40K."
Well, that's a good thing about this shop is like there's a lot of people here where if you bring stuff in, they'll be like, "Oh, hey, you need a teaching game?"
Yeah.
And they're super cool and
Yeah.
casual about it. I mean, granted, you have like one or two people who go really hard, but most of the people up here are super like cool and casual and let you learn.
The nice part is they both said the guys like they didn't really want to play yet until their stuff was painted.
Man, you got to get those extra points.
Which hit a heartstring. But all right, I'd like to thank you for being on.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the interview. If you guys like, go ahead. You know what to do. But I always tell everyone, we never did give you a nickname, did we, for the channel?
I don't believe so.
We were supposed to, and then that's whenever like work picked up for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is the Guild Master, letting you know keep your powder dry with Jake. And until next time, guys, you guys have a good one.